This is the classic Midnight Rider by the Allman Brothers. It starts with a D5 chord and a really classic little hammer-on riff here that everybody's always wanting to play. So instead of using your standard D chord, you take that middle finger off of there, and you've got the A note and the D note and the open D string, and that's called D5. Then you take your middle finger. After you're going to hit the open 5th string, which is A, you're going to hammer on to the C note with the 3rd fret there with your 2nd finger, and then you're going to hit that D5 2 times, go back to the C note, and then back to the chord. Slow it way down like this. Time, but I want to just show you what's going on. All downstrokes with the right hand. So I speed it up a little bit. Now, put the metronome on. This is 57, so. And that will be an 8th note as the so slow I couldn't do it any slower than that for you, but so if you can play along with me on that and get the gist of that. Because that's the introduction and the verse, that's like the most of the song there. Okay, we're going to go all over to measure 11, and you get your first bar chord. It was G minor 7. And you're going to bar the 3rd fret, and then you're going to take the 3rd finger and put it on the 5th string, 5th fret. And that's called G minor 7. Now, if you can't do a bar like that, and that's uncomfortable for you, what you can do for that is a cheater G minor 7. You can just take the 1st finger and cover the top 4 strings at the 3rd fret and only play those. But it's really tricky not to hit these two. If you do, it sounds pretty bad. So if we can work on the bar there, that'd be the best. And the rhythm is 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. And you would pick that down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. And if you looked at the rhythm and you counted 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Then it goes to a C chord, and you go 1, same rhythm. So the 3rd finger is going to play a good role here because we're on the G minor 7. When I go to the C chord, my 3rd finger is my anchor. It's going to go down to the 3rd fret, and I put the C shape in. So for instance, and I'll do it again. And then we're back to our riff. Incidentally, I forgot to go over the rhythm of that riff. So it's 1 E and 2 and A. So you see 2 16th notes and then an 8th note. And that's where the 2 16th notes, that's the hammer on. So 1 E and then that 8th note, that's and. It gets the value of 2 16th. So that's why we've got 2 16th notes and then an 8th. Because the last 16th note's not there because the 8th note is holding through. 1 E and then the rhythm kind of reverses. It's 2 and A. 2 E isn't there because it's an 8th note. 2 and A. 1 E and 2 and A, and that A gets tied into beats 3 and 4, and you just let it hold. So when I put it on here, we'll talk about the rhythm for that one more time. 1 E and 2 and A, and if you could say that, 1 E and 2 and A, and just do some down picks. 1 E and 2 and A. 1 E and 2 and A. And those two that I'm letting go by are 3 and 4 to finish out the measure. 1 E and 2 and A. And now play. Okay, you get the point. Goes through that. So there's a lot of that at 10 measures, and then we've got the G minor to C, and then it goes back to the beginning, and goes all through that again. Then it says break / solo. Does that same riff again, and there's a repeat sign. And that would be measures 13, 14, 15, 16. And then you do those again, there's a guitar solo going on. And then we've got a C chord, and then a B flat chord, and this is the second half of the guitar solo. So the C chord that we're going to play now is a bar. We've got the C on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. And then I like to use my 4th finger when I do this style bar chord. If you like 3rd, that's fine. I use 4. So just the 4 middle strings there. You're not gonna play that. Not gonna play that. And then you're gonna slide that shape to B flat. That's why we're using a different C chord here, because it's easier to slide to B flat. And that's the guitar melody part if you can't recognize my singing there. Then it just bounces on those 8 notes with the down pick for 2 measures. Back to our... So fairly simple song, very repetitive, but what an amazing example for someone who's trying to learn how to play a chord riff style song with just a few chords. You can go round and round. The Guitar Pro 6 form is going to play. If you use that, it's got all the repeats in there. So absolutely go through this and try to follow through the form the whole way through the song. Many people that I've been dealing with forget to do that. After you learn the parts, put the Guitar Pro 6 on, let it play, and try to play along with it. Follow the repeats and go through the whole form of the song. It should take you about 3 minutes. And it builds up stamina and focus. So I'm going to put the metronome on now and kind of play through a little bit of this. I'd like you to play along if you can. 3, 4, go. Okay, so that was around 57. I have 92 here. It seems a lot faster. So let's see if we can get it at 92. Okay, so that gives you the idea there. Thanks for watching. Allman Brothers, the Midnight Rider. See you in the next video. Thanks.